Russian Su-35S fighters conduct air patrols in Special Military Operations Zone. The Su-35S multi-role fighter jets are actively conducting round-the-clock air patrols in the zone of the ongoing Special Military Operation. Equipped with advanced guided propulsion vectoring systems, these aircraft have been playing a key role in ensuring air superiority and protecting Russian forces on the ground. The Su-35S, renowned for its versatility and combat effectiveness, is designed for a wide range of missions, including air-to-air combat, air-to-ground strikes, and reconnaissance operations. Its powerful AL-41F1S engines, combined with thrust vector control, allow the fighter to perform highly agile maneuvers, making it a formidable opponent in aerial engagements. Operating in challenging environments, the Su-35S jets are tasked with neutralizing enemy aircraft and drones, as well as providing air support for ground forces. Patrol missions highlight the aircraft's reliability and endurance, as they can maintain a constant presence in the skies over the conflict zone. Russian Su-30SM fighters eliminate enemy UAVs and Center Group of Forces area. The Russian aerospace forces have successfully neutralized enemy unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, in the operational area of the Center Group of Forces. The operation, carried out by the crew of a Su-30SM fighter jet, resulted in the destruction of multiple UAVs that posed a threat to Russian military positions. The Center Group of Forces, responsible for operations in this area, has been working to maintain air superiority and protect ground units from aerial threats. The Su-30SM, with its agility, long-range capabilities, and state-of-the-art avionics, plays a key role in achieving these objectives. The Su-30SM, a versatile and heavily armed multi-role fighter, was deployed to target the UAVs as part of an ongoing effort to secure airspace and support ground operations in the region. Utilizing its advanced radar and missile systems, the Su-30SM was able to detect, track, and eliminate the enemy drones before they could inflict damage or gather intelligence. Russian Garin-2 kamikaze drones destroy Ukrainian aircraft at Dalgentsevo airfield. Russian kamikaze drones Garin-2 have successfully struck key assets of the Ukrainian armed forces, targeting aircraft at the Dalgentsevo airfield in the Dnipropetrovsk region. The precision strikes resulted in the destruction of multiple pieces of military equipment, crippling the airfield's operational capacity. The attack was meticulously planned and executed, with reconnaissance UAVs providing real-time intelligence. These drones monitored the airfield for an extended period, ensuring precise targeting of the aircraft and preventing any attempts by Ukrainian forces to relocate or hide their equipment. The Ukrainian military was unable to respond in time, leaving their assets exposed to the incoming drone strikes. The destruction at Dalgentsevo airfield further weakens the Ukrainian military's ability to defend its airspace and operate its aircraft. As Russia continues to employ these drones in critical missions, the balance of air power in the conflict zone is increasingly tilting in favor of Russian forces. Russian Su-34 crews destroy Ukrainian forces deployment area in Zapad Group's zone. Russian Su-34 fighter bombers have successfully eliminated a temporary deployment area of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, AFU, within the operational zone of the Zapad Group of forces. The strike was carried out using FAB-500 unguided aerial bombs equipped with universal planning and correction modules, ensuring precise targeting and destruction of key enemy positions. The deployment of these powerful bombs demonstrates the Su-34's versatility and capability in striking both stationary and mobile targets. By using the planning and correction modules, the pilots were able to adjust the bomb's trajectory mid-flight, improving accuracy and effectiveness. This allowed the strike to inflict significant damage on the AFU's temporary base, neutralizing personnel and equipment in the process. The use of unguided bombs in conjunction with correction modules also reflects a tactical shift in maximizing the lethality of conventional weapons by improving their precision without the need for fully guided munitions. This approach allows for a broader use of available weaponry while maintaining high levels of operational efficiency. Russian aerospace forces strike Ukrainian military targets in Kharkiv region. The Russian aerospace forces have carried out a series of precision strikes against Ukrainian military positions in the Kharkiv region, employing a range of powerful aerial bombs. These operations resulted in the destruction of key assets and personnel of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, AFU, further weakening their capacity to launch counteroffensives in the region. Strike on Ukrainian forces in Kharkiv region. In one of the most significant operations, Russian forces targeted and demolished a building where AFU soldiers were stationed in the Kharkiv region. The attack was executed using the FAB-1500, a large and highly destructive aerial bomb. The FAB-1500 is renowned for its massive explosive yield, capable of leveling fortified structures and eliminating large concentrations of enemy personnel and equipment. The strike effectively neutralized the AFU presence in the building, crippling the Ukrainian forces' ability to maintain defensive positions in the area. The bombing highlighted the strategic use of Russian air power to directly target Ukrainian military positions, eliminating both manpower and infrastructure in a single blow. ODAB-1500 strike in Staritsa Forest. In another mission, the Russian aerospace forces deployed an ODAB-1500 thermobaric bomb to strike a forested area near the village of Staritsa, Kharkiv region. This location had been used as a temporary base for both Ukrainian troops and the Special Operations Forces, SSR, who had gathered there in an attempt to distract Russian units concentrating around Volchansk. The ODAB-1500, a thermobaric weapon known for its devastating blast radius and intense heat, was particularly effective in this wooded area, where enemy forces had taken cover. The explosion destroyed both personnel and equipment, delivering a significant blow to the Ukrainian forces attempting to divert Russian attention. The precision of the ODAB-1500 strike in the dense forest also underscored the Russian aerospace forces' ability to target and eliminate enemy positions even in difficult terrains, where traditional military operations might face challenges. By eradicating this group, Russian forces thwarted Ukrainian efforts to disrupt their plans in the Volchansk area. Aerial bombing in Tycho. In a separate mission, Russian forces launched aerial bombings on the village of Tycho, targeting Ukrainian military personnel described as Ukronosis by Russian sources. The operation involved the use of aerial bombs that struck the area, dealing a severe blow to the enemy forces stationed there. Although specific details on the type of bomb used in this strike were not provided, the impact was reportedly significant, with Ukrainian forces suffering considerable losses. Strategic importance of the Kharkiv region. The Kharkiv region has become a focal point of intense military operations, as both Ukrainian and Russian forces vie for control of key strategic areas. The Russian aerospace forces have played a critical role in these operations, utilizing a range of advanced aerial bombs to target Ukrainian military infrastructure, personnel, and equipment. The FAB-1500 and ODAB-1500 bombs, in particular, are part of Russia's effort to maintain air superiority and prevent Ukrainian forces from regaining a foothold in the region. The precision strikes carried out by Russian aircraft demonstrate a shift toward using heavy-duty munitions to decisively dismantle Ukrainian defensive positions and prevent the regrouping of enemy forces. Ongoing air campaign. These recent strikes are part of a broader air campaign by Russian forces, which continues to focus on degrading Ukrainian military capabilities in contested areas. By targeting Ukrainian forces with powerful aerial bombs like the FAB-1500 and ODAB-1500, Russian forces aim to further weaken their opponent's ability to conduct operations, both offensively and defensively. As the conflict in the Kharkiv region continues, the use of such destructive weaponry will likely remain a key component of Russia's strategy to consolidate control over contested territories and ensure the long-term sustainability of its military objectives in the region. The ongoing aerial operations highlight the crucial role of air power in shaping the outcome of the conflict in eastern Ukraine.